Hello, hello. I think I'm live. Good evening, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to Real Talk Tuesday. My name is Mati Lisika Minsende, and you are here on Real Talk Tuesday. So today we are talking about how to find your message, a message that you love, a message that you connect to, an authentic message that really connects with people. All right. So what I would love you guys to do is, if you're here for the first time, let me know who you are, let me know who you're watching from, and leave your comment and the country where you're watching in the comment section. All right, let's do that. And let me also know, how do we know each other? Where do we meet? How are we connected? Let me know. I would love to know who you are and how that works. So whilst you do that, I'm just going to check on my phone what's happening, what you guys are saying, because we are live from both Facebook and YouTube, and I cannot wait. So also, just to let you know, I'm using a new microphone and a fantastic new background over here with my new swivel chair. Oh, I'm so excited. So if you can hear me, please let me know that you can hear me, because everything is kind of new. The new setting is really new out here, and I don't know if you can hear me. So let me know. Say, Matty, I can hear you. So I know I'm doing the right thing. Okay, let me know so I know I'm doing the right thing. And why don't you share this live with a friend so you guys can watch together and we can have a lot of fun today. So how you doing from Toronto, Mountain of Inspiration? Yay! Someone can hear me. That's from Facebook. Let me see who it is. Let me see who it is. Let me see who it is. Let me see who you are. Say you can hear me. Let me just check. Do you like my new sounds? Fantastic. Yes, I'm so happy, right? Because I'm using a new microphone, and I've been testing it like all day yesterday and today. So I just need to make sure that it sounds correct. It sounds correct. Okay. I'm glad you can hear me. Cool. But I still can't see where you are, so let me just check. For some reason, let me see. Okay, so I will check the message in a second. Yes, what's up, Remini? You can hear me. Wonderful. I'm so happy that you can hear me. I don't know why I can't see things from my phone, so we will just put the phone on a hold so I can just focus on you guys right here on the screen. So if you're here for the first time, my name is Matili Seekman Sende. Let me tell you a bit about myself, because you're seeing this girl who's loud and excited and you don't really know what's going on. So let me tell you about me. I am a speaker, lifestyle motivator, and trainer and coach, and I work with shy speakers and shy leaders and people who overthink, and I help them to be more authentic so they can speak with confidence and authenticity. That's on stage and on camera. So I have been doing coaching training for years. We're going to say probably around 20 years. Yes, I am still 22. Yes, I was born with this. Just kidding. But yes, I've been doing this for a long time. But I transitioned into this whole new industry a few years ago through, kind of like an accident, really. And if you haven't seen some of my videos, you probably might have seen it on maybe on my TED Talk or maybe on my other videos, how I transitioned into starting working for myself. But this has been this interesting journey. So I realized I don't have any water next to me, so I'm going to pace myself today. I'm going to try and speak as slow as possible so I don't run out of air and I don't get too thirsty. So that is me. And basically on my channel, I really am here to inspire people. I inspire people to find their authentic voices, to speak with confidence. That's really where my heart is at, to be that agent of change that I've always been known to be, just to simplify the message to other people so that they are able to go out there and do the things that they're supposed to do and bring some sunshine to you guys. So if you love this kind of thing and this is what you guys are looking for and you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also share with someone else that needs to hear about this. So yes, I can see a lot of new people. What's up, Jacqueline Brown? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So if I'm looking this way, it's because I'm looking at the chats. I'm still looking at you guys here, over here, the lens. Yes, I'm still looking at you. So today, I really want to focus on, finding your authentic voice. I know that this week is the love week. Yes, everybody's talking about Valentine's Day or not. And I'm gonna be dropping down a couple of videos this week. Actually, two videos. One inspirational videos just before Valentine's Day, and one around Thursday, Friday, which is going to be all about your audience and engagement. So make sure you look out for those. Switch your notification button on so you don't miss it. Okay. But I want to talk about authentic message. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because when I think about this week or this month of love, I'm not thinking about romantic love. I'm really thinking about loving for yourself, love for yourself. And a lot of people that I see, a lot of small business owners and YouTubers, when I see them, go out there and trying to promote themselves, I see the passion and I see the excitement to get the views and the subscribers. But sometimes I feel like sometimes some of us, we kind of miss out because we want to focus on the numbers and we're not focusing on being our authentic self. And I know you might hear about this all the time, being authentic, being authentic, being authentic. It's boring, it's long. But guess what? Being authentic is the thing that's going to get you to where you want to go. So I will give you a few stories because I know you guys love hearing my stories. And I want to give you a little bit of my background so that you get to know where I've come from. And then you can kind of understand why I'm so passionate about being authentic, why I'm so passionate about you guys really connecting with your message. So let's see, where do I start? So I started a few years ago. I worked in the career coaching and employability industry, and I worked in that industry for a long time. I was around 19 when I started, and I didn't know what I was doing, but you know what? I was really, really passionate about it. And before I got into this, I need to be really, really straight with you. I was unemployed, okay? I think, yeah, for between 19 and like 21, I was unemployed. And so I live in the UK. I grew up in the UK. I'm from Congo originally. How you doing, Congo? But I'm from the UK, so I'm practically British Congolese, as you say. But so in the UK, when you are not working, you have to do what you have to sign on. Sign on, that means you have to be registered unemployed with the job center, which is like the unemployment agency, and they're supposed to be helping you find a job. They're supposed to. They're supposed to. But that's another question. Whether they actually do it, it's another question. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about in the comment section today. Yes, Matty, I know what you're talking about. They're supposed to help you find a job. Yes, Matty, I know all about the job center. Let me know in the comments so I can see. So yes, so in this period of time, I was signed on, and I was, as I said, I was like 19, and I was also studying part-time. And as I was signing on, I ended up being on this program, which is supposed to be helping me, this intensive program where I don't have a choice in being there. If I don't go there, they will stop paying my money for being unemployed or supporting me. And it was really, really, it was kind of a mess, and it was kind of annoying. But even though I was only 19, I could see through the bureaucracy and the foolishness, I must say, because, sometimes it doesn't really make any sense. I had a certain level of education and background, and I was in this group with lots of people who didn't really know what they were doing and had no direction, or we didn't have the same level of education and background. Not saying I'm not putting people down, but I'm just saying that as a career coach who's been working in this industry for a long time, you have to understand that sometimes the way you would help a person that has a lot more experience, a lot more knowledge in different areas is different to someone that doesn't have the amount of knowledge or experience that they need. So yes, I can see you understand what I mean over there. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you, my love. Thank you, darlings. So in this program, I had to attend this program every day, 9 to 5 for like, I think it was like 2, 3 weeks. And it was frustrating. It was so frustrating because I knew that I wanted to do something different, but I didn't want to be there. But I had this conversation with this guy that used to work there, and he was kind of like the mentor or the trainer or the teacher. And he said to me, because I was always complaining, I was always moaning. And he said to me, if you really, 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 really don't like this system, the only way for you to change it is to be on the other side of the table. That's the only way you're going to change it, because you are really passionate about, doing the right thing. And I said to him, well, yeah, I mean, why do we treat different people, certain people a different way and other people a different way? It doesn't really make sense. We got to bring, just because someone has been unemployed for a short period of time, we shouldn't see them in a certain way. We should give them a certain level of respect and a certain level of understanding. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, do you agree with me? Yeah, do you agree? Let me know. So I said that to him, and he was saying, well, I understand your views. And we kept on going back and forth in these conversations. And the mentor that I was talking to at the time said to me, well, you know what, Matty, I know you can change the system, but you got to be on this side. So he kept saying that to me and saying that to me. And eventually I realized that what I was passionate about is really changing people's mindset, really helping them to be themselves. And so my first career, the first industry that I landed in was careers. I literally ended up being the person working on the other side, because I realized that I couldn't make a difference from where I was sitting. Because from where I was sitting, all I was doing was complaining. All I was doing was getting frustrated. All I was doing was getting angry and upset because I couldn't do anything from here. And I had to be inside. So how does that connect with finding your message? When you're trying to find your message, you're asking yourself all these questions. Is this the right message? Is this the right thing to do? Is this the right thing to talk about? Specifically when you are, trying to share your message online, on video, or specifically on stage, which is what I help people with. And I know that it's really difficult. It's really difficult because we have so many voices, from outside voices, that keep telling us, no, Matty, or no, Remini, or no, Lisa, or no, whoever you are, that you can't do this. You need to stay in your lane. You need to be this way. Now, bear in mind that I've never been to university. That's just frank. I do not own a degree. However, I read a lot of books. I do a lot of research, and I am one of those people that if you give me a challenge and you say to me, Matty, are you ready to do this? I'm ready. Let's go. I will go out and do it. I will go out and do the research. I will go out and learn, and I will make sure that I know how things how things work. So for me, it took me years to learn how to maneuver the whole video thing. And it used to take me 2 days to edit a video. It used to take me days to, create a whole background and all that kind of stuff, and finding the whole set. But I put the effort. So when you're trying to find your message, you are going to be bombarded with so many things. You're going to be bombarded with, the person next to you. You're going to be comparing yourself. You're going to get that overwhelming feeling of imposter syndrome. Yeah, we all get it. We all have it. And I've had it too. I've had it several times. I've had it when I've, re-changed or pivoted my career, or even pivoted my channel, which I'll tell you in a second. I did that. I've had that. So I don't know, but, we have to go through those kind of processes. And I want to tell you a few things that I've done that have helped me change that. So let me know in the comment, have you ever, do you have a current message or something in your mind that you really want to talk about, but you don't know how to talk about it because, you're afraid of what people are going to say. You don't feel like you're worthy enough. You don't feel like, you feel like you're a fraud. Let me know in the comment what it is. Let me know what it is. So let me know and say, Matty, I want to talk about this. I want to share this, but I really don't know if anyone will listen. I actually have zero audience. And I really don't know if anyone will actually pay attention. So let me know in the comment what it is. And yeah, let's talk about it. And also, if you have any questions today, make sure you hold on to it. And you can ask me around the end, and I'll definitely answer some of your questions. But one of the things that I get a lot is, how do you get the message? How do you understand the message? How do you know, Matty, what you're supposed to do? See, I figured out what my purpose was a long time ago. Your purpose in the message, sometimes it's slightly different, but sometimes it's really, really connected. And I figured that out when I was 19, and I figured out that I was supposed to be an agent of change, bringing change to people's lives and bringing a different type of thinking for them to really embrace who they are, embrace their authentic self. So when I decided to work on the other side with these people, I realized that the first thing that really helped me to move was my frustration. Now, if you want to know, if you really want to know how to find out what your message is, think about something that frustrates you. You see it every day. You want to talk about it. It irks you. It really moves you. It might even make you angry. But think about that thing. A good way to understand your message starts with the frustration that you want to. You're always talking about it. You're always fighting about it. You're always in arguments, in debates about that thing. That is something. That is an inkling, or should we say it's kind of a green light to say that that's an area in which I want to talk about. That's an area that leads me to my message. So your frustration. So back in the days, I was so frustrated with the unemployment system, and I knew that I had all these ideas of how I could show people how to help other people find better jobs and how to treat them, how to take them through the process, because I had been self-employed. So obviously I knew and I understood the system from the other side. And that was something that really frustrated me. I could see the holes. I could see where people were doing it wrong. I could see the way people were talking to me. So that's one thing. Know and understand the frustration. Okay. The other thing that you want to use as a green light to figure out, what is this message, this authentic message, is think about what makes you passionate, right? Think about what you are always spending your time doing. One of the things that I used to do when I used to help people find careers and jobs was I used to ask people who used to come to me and say, Matty, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't have anything. I've never done anything in my whole life, and I don't know how I'll get a job, and I don't know what I would do. So I would ask them, what do you do in your spare time? Like, what is that, maybe that hobby or that thing that you do all the time that your friends know about, your mom know about, your dogs know about, your cats, everyone around you is always telling you about that specific thing. What is that specific thing? It could be something that you're not even thinking about it because you do it automatically. You do it naturally. What is that specific thing? For me, that specific thing for me was giving advice, was giving direction, was actually being able to see other people's potential strategically. That was something that actually helped me to really refocus and help me to understand what my passion was. So I started looking at that hobby as something to do with a passion. And I used to say to my clients, okay, so now that you understand what the passion is, I want you to tell me how long you've been spending time working in that passion. And I had this young lady who was she was an artist. She was a wicked drawer. So for my American, if you don't know this slang, wicked is bad, is like dope. Okay, we say this in the UK. We say wicked. I mean, do we say it? We say anymore? It's a bit old school. It's a bit old school. You know what I'm talking about. So yes. So this young lady, she was an artist. She was a drawer, and I said to her, "So how long have you been drawing?" She was only like, I think like she was like 19 or 17, 19, around 19, about that kind of age. And she said to me, well, I've been doing it since I was around 5 years old. I've been drawing since I was 5. So I was like, so you've got 15 years experience of creating graphics and drawings and making all these wonderful graphics. And I said to her, so what would you like to do? What would make you happy? If I could spend my whole day being in an environment or drawing every day, that would make me happy. And I said to her, well, it's obvious. I mean, obviously being an artist, you have to find ways to build your portfolio. But if you want to work straight away, how about working in a shop where it's full of art, or working in a museum, or working in a place where you can give advice about how to draw, the type of tools you need to use, all these little things, and even you can demonstrate your work. And then she paused and she thought, wow, I never actually thought of that. And I said to her, it's because it's something that is natural to you. It's a hobby, it's a passion, it's something that you enjoy. It's something that, gives you that sense of, that electricity, that feeling, that little electricity that you need to get. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you've got to have that. Yeah. So let me just have a look. Let me just strictly pause and just have a look at what you're saying. So, so I have a message. I have a message and I don't know how to talk about it. Why without excluding people? Now, when you say that you have a message and you don't know why to talk about it without excluding people, what message is that? What is that you want to share? I want you to be real bold and honest. Yeah, I want you to be real bold and honest, because when we are not bold and honest with ourselves, and that's a theme that I'm talking about this month, being bold, taking risk with our message, guess what? We're missing out on our true audience. Because I know that a lot of you are small businesses or, small YouTubers who are watching here. If you're a big YouTuber, that also applies to you. But when you are small and you're just starting up, you probably don't have the audience that you need. You've got to really be true to yourself. Okay, so I want you to be really honest with me in the comments. I've just read your message, but I really want you to be honest with me. What is it that you want to talk about? Tell me. Have the guts to say what it is that you want to say. I don't know what it is. There's, this is not a children's channel. As long as you're you're okay, as long as I can say it through my mouth, I can repeat it. I'm sure you can tell me what it is. So go for it. Thank you, Break Out the Box. Thank you very much. How you doing, girl? How you doing? So yes, so as I said before, ways to find out what your message is starts with understanding, the things that frustrates you, the passion, the hobbies, the thing that you do in your spare time, the things that people know you for. Then I want you to think about trusting yourself, and bringing your best self. But let's start with trusting yourself. You see, when we're younger, we have all these wonderful ideas. We are free. We have this childlike mindset, which takes us to a different kind of level. And I love that childlike mindset. And I'm going to say something to you. You have to keep that childlike mindset. I actually talk about this in my TED Talk video. Go watch it. It's on my channel. And the reason why I talk about childlike mindset, I have a childlike mindset, is because children, they create with their mind. Whatever they think about, even if it doesn't exist, they make it happen. They make it real, and it's real to them. It's as real to them as, as a mobile phone. It's as real to them as our current situation that we're living right now. So, that childlike mindset is so necessary because it enables you to imagine and to be free of what you would do. So I want you to think about something, and I want you to trust yourself. You got to trust your intuition. Yeah, you can't see me, but I'm holding my stomach right here. Yeah, and you got to trust your intuition. See, your God-given intuition is is better than Google Maps. It is the best compass you can ever have in this world. You agree with me? If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. Say, yes, Maddie, I agree with you. Your intuition is so powerful that sometimes it will tell you, we don't like this person. You don't know why, but we shouldn't like this person. And 2 days later, a few hours later, eventually something proves that there is a reason why we don't like this person, right? or you shouldn't go down this road. You don't know why, but a few minutes later, eventually you figure out that this is the reason why you shouldn't do it. Okay? So you've got to trust yourself, trust that feeling. You've got to spend time. There is an exercise I might send to you actually, or let you have a look or share another video with you. It's called the possibility table. It's all about writing down every single thing that comes to your mind. What would I love to talk about? And seeing the different patterns in each box is to see what is the repetitive pattern. You know, if everyone is telling me that, you know, I bring inspirational drawings, what is that message? Is that message about inspiration? Is it something that everyone's always talking? Look, if one person says it, might be an accident. If two people said it, you know, but if 3 or 4 people keep telling you the same thing about you, about who you are, the things that you do, that is a direction. That is guidance. That is where you need to trust that feeling within yourself. Most of us, we don't want to share our message because we're afraid. We're not trusting ourselves. So I'm going to ask you to trust yourself. I'm going to ask you, when we finish this live today, I want to ask you to trust yourself. I mean, you can trust yourself right now if you want, and share with me in the comment what it is that you really want to share. And today, I'm going to give you some free advice on how to share that message. Are you okay with that? Would you like me to do that? Yes? If you want me to do that, tell me in the comment, Matty, I need you to help me with this, right? So I want you to trust yourself. Trust yourself, because the only person that knows how to do what you need to do is you. It's not the person on Instagram. It's not the person on Facebook. It is not the person on any other platform than you. Obviously, I put God first. Amen, somebody. But if you don't believe in God, then trust your instinct. Because I truly believe whatever way your instinct is directed or guided by what you guys call the universe or whatever, but I know it's God. So trust that instinct. Okay? Let me see. So I have a question here. So here we are. Remini says, I agree. African aesthetic in home and not just for art. Yes, I love that. I absolutely love that. Yes, Manny, I need you to help me. Okay, tell me what you want me to help you with, and then I'll help you. Thank you very much, Mountain of Inspiration. I agree with you too. So your query here is how to use for every day. Was told, so let me just say, was told talking about African products will exclude people. They won't buy my product. My frustration is finding authentic African textile, not the contemporary style. Okay, so you want to talk about African products, but people keep telling you that you're going to exclude people and they won't buy from you. There is, I'm going to say the word that I'm not supposed to say. It's, I'll say it in French. It's caca. I don't get censored by YouTube. Yes, it's full of BS. I'm sorry. It's just BS, okay? You know, what African stuff doesn't sell? This sounds very much like black people stuff don't sell, okay? Do you guys want me to go there? Do you want me to go there? So let me tell you something. Okay, so a few years ago, I would say 2018, I pivoted my YouTube channel and my business in general. So when I started working for myself, I continued to work as a career coach because I didn't know what else to do. I thought that was the only thing I knew to do and I was good at, right? So let me say something to you. I had this experience whilst I was working in France, in Paris, and I was working with a lot of female directors and leaders. A lot of them, you know, other directors as well, male as well. But what I found that a lot of the female directors of color, black and brown, had a lot of difficulties owning their identity when speaking. Okay. And it made me mad. It made me mad. It made me yes, it made me angry. It made me, it's just like, oh, Matty, you got to do something. You got to do something. And as I said again, I trust and listen to my intuition and my passion and my frustration. So I followed the hunch. I followed the hunch. I came back to the UK, mid 2018. And I decided that this time I was only going to work with shy female leaders of color, black and brown. So let me tell you what happened. So in the beginning, I thought, it just kind of, I thought it was an idea, it was great, but I didn't really think, I didn't really see myself as someone that could talk about this, because from my experience, I had worked and lived in mainly white spaces, which I'm grateful for. I've lived in Europe for all my life. I'm practically more European than I am Congolese. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And being a African or Black girl, it's difficult to go through those two different cultures, from being in your your own culture, when people are like, well, you're not Black enough, you're not Congolese enough, you're not African enough. And then you're over here and you're like, oh, well, Matty, you don't really look like a Black girl, you don't act like a Black girl, you don't act like an African girl, like all these other African people are so loud. And you shouldn't really be like that. So when I started sharing this new idea, I was hesitating because I felt like a fraud. I didn't really feel like I was Black enough to talk to other Black women, to talk to other women of color. So this is what happens. As I trusted this instinct, I started organizing this event, and I started organizing this event called the Q event. Finding that hunch, that cue that makes you speak. And I did this event, and at this event, most of the people that turned up were women. 90% were Black women, and 10% were brown women, Indian and Asian. And they started telling me their problems. They started telling me their issues. They started telling me how they didn't feel comfortable sharing exactly what you said, being able to share something that they love and sounding maybe too Black or sounding too ethnic. And you see, this is where, I always say, God is funny. God is a joker. God, like, okay, you know what? You don't want to do this, but I'm telling you, you're going to do this. So yeah, so I realized that actually everybody was telling me, well, can you help us? Can you teach us how to speak with, with confidence, being authentic, without feeling like we have to tone ourselves down. We have to belittle ourselves. So everything was kind of pushing down that way. So when I started sharing my pitch in mostly white spaces, which is where which is where I hang out, which is where I hang out, guys. That's my background. I did, in the beginning, most people didn't object. No one objected. No one said, well, it's not going to sell because you're just going to work with Black and brown women. It's not going to work. But there was one person. There's actually just one person, guys. One person who actually said to me, well, actually, Matty, I don't know why you want to exclude other people and just specifically work with Black and brown people. I don't know why you want to do that, and that's when my biggest fear of that voice inside of me, like, you want to be like Black coach, you want to work with Black people, that doesn't sell. All of those fears started to come down to me. They started coming back in my mind, and I was panicking, and I was in my best friend's messenger's DM, and I was like, see, I can't do this. I'm going to be too Black, and then I'm going to exclude everybody, and no one's going to buy from me, and I'm just not going to sell. So what I want to say to you is, that's a lie. Okay? That is a lie. That is an absolute lie. 92% of people, 90% of people in my Facebook group are Black and brown. I now have men in the group. I have about 5 guys, wonderful, all mixed, Black, brown, Asian, Chinese, you know it. It's all mixed. Everyone is, it's a mixture. And I am open to also working with people who are non-black and brown. However, my heart, the thing that I'm most passionate about, the thing that got me started in pivoting in this direction was working with black and brown women, because that's where my heart was. So if anyone tells you that you can't, tell them why. Tell them to give you examples. Tell them to give you proof. And in this day and time, right, I'm going to say that to you now, in this day and time where, you know, being ourselves is more important, it is so vital. You see, when I was looking for other women who were going to talk about confidence, speaking, being on camera, I was looking for other black and brown women like me. There was barely any on the internet. Like on YouTube, there's three of us, yeah. There's one Asian lady, one black British lady, and one American lady. There's four of us, right? I barely saw anyone that looked like us. And I was intimidated. I was really, really scared. I've been wanting to teach people about videos, about all the experience I've learned about marketing myself online, using videos, being able to speak, but I was really, really nervous, guys. I was nervous. There was no one that looked like me. But guess what? If I decide to show up, more people are going to show up. So it means that it's going to give you the permission to really be able to be yourself. So whoever's been telling you, guess what, that, you know, black and brown product doesn't sell, being African is going to screw people, screw that. My friend Jacqueline Shaw, who's also my client, who's worked with me, she has an amazing business called African Fashion Vibe. Look at that. I'm giving it like the free promo over here. You better share this message, Jackie Shaw, Jackie Brown. So she has a channel. She has a business called African Fashion Guide, an amazing business. Okay. And she's Jamaican. Yeah. Just get that right. She is Jamaican, and she's teaching African people about, you know, ethical fashion, you know, about cotton, about, you know, using things ethically. You know, I did look, all these big words I didn't know about, but I learned them through Jackie. So she's much more African than I am. Hello, somebody. But when she started, she had, you know, difficulties like owning this, like, I am Jamaican and I'm talking about African stuff, you know, can I really own this? But she was amazing. She taught me so many things about Africa that I have, you know, I was not aware of. And I appreciate what she's done, because if she just didn't step up, then I wouldn't be able to know. And she has pulled African Americans, African from Africa, African from the diaspora. She's pulled people from everywhere. Let me tell you something, because she decided to stand on what she believes, and she doesn't back down. Test her about African stuff. Test her about her blackness. Test her, and you will see she does not back down. So I guess that's really what I want you guys to think about when you are, you know, deciding, you know, because you have to realize, yeah, there are certain products that have to be niched towards a certain industry and environment. So for example, you have Asian products that have to be niched towards a specific Asian market, because that's basically what it needs to be. You know, like there's Indian wedding planners. What do I know about Indian weddings? I know nothing, unless I grew up with, lots of Indian people. Then it would be okay for me to talk about Indian wedding planners, or I know about the culture. I've never lived there, so I don't really have a connection. So what I want you to say, I want you to think and realize is that you have to trust that thought. You have to trust your gut. You have to trust that instinct. So yes, my recommendation to you is do it. Talk about African products. Go for it. Now, in this day and time, so many more people want to hear what you've got to say, because there's not enough representation of us. There is not enough representation. There is not enough you know, illumination. And if we are all, if we were able to show ourselves, then it would mean that you would have companies like Louis Vuitton not trying to use foolishness and say that they make a jumper out of a Rasta flag, a Rastafarian flag, rather than a Jamaican flag. Do you understand what I'm saying? It would mean that we can have more input in those kind of ways, because you'll be standing out in an area that you truly believe in, and that you want to lead by, and you want to lead through your business. So yes, go for it. Trust it. So let me see, you guys have some more comments for me to say. I'm going to come back and check your comments. I love what you guys are doing right there. I love what you guys are doing and what you're putting down. Please go there. Go there. Remedy says, yes, go there. Great to have you here. Fantastic. Great content. Thank you very much. Break out the box. I hear you always talking about African stuff. Yes, you got to talk about African stuff. If it's where you're supposed to be, go for it. So yes. So as I mentioned, the first thing, as I said, was use your frustration to guide you to your message. Use your passion, the hobbies, the things that you love to do. Trust your instincts, okay? And do not be afraid to be authentic. Because guess what? Your authenticness, your you-ness or uniqueness is what is going to pull your audience to you. I did not think I could just work with dominantly with a lot of Black and brown people, but as I said, I don't exclude, you know, if I have white clients or clients of different ethnicities, I do not exclude at all. Welcome. But my heart, as I said before, is, you know, Black and brown, you know, is really my heart. And I'm not ashamed of it. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? Not ashamed. And I attract people that love what I do, love my message. And because I choose to be authentic is you know, is kind of like what is it? But it's kind of like the law of attraction. You know, the more authentic you are, the more you will attract what's truly connected to you. If you want to find out about how to be more authentic and how to find out that one thing that allows you to be more authentic, go and check out the video called the one word affirmation, which is a great video. You can also go check out the video when I talk about power pause with Amy Cuddy, which is also another great video. But it does help. It does help. So I'm looking at the time, and I'm going to find out is, do you have a question that you would like me to answer for you today? If you do, or even if you want to come in and have a chat with me on the screen, let me know. And just to let you know that today, if you are watching with me from a YouTube and you are a YouTuber, guess what? I'm giving some free shout out because I'm so generous today. Hey! So here's the rules. If you want to get a free shout out from me, from my channel, this is what you need to do. You need to tell me what your name, who you are, the name of your channel, and why, what it is about your channel that makes you so unique and that we need to watch you. What is it? Go for it. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what it is, and we can actually, you know, let's talk about it. And I will mention you in the next video. I do want to give a shout out to Boss Locks, who left a comment last week. Boss Locks, I might leave a link, I don't know, but I'll mention him. Boss Locks actually left a comment last week, left a comment about what he does. He does kind of like video podcasts, which are all centered about, you know, educating people about how Black people are working in a professional environment with natural hair, with natural or afro or locks. So he kind of gives stories and he talks about all these things. And he's an amazing channel, so you should just go check it out. It's called Boss Locks. I will probably leave the name in the comments for you guys to go check it out. I don't know if he's watching, but if he's not, so there it is. But if you want to get a shout out, Let me know what your channel is in the comments, or even if you haven't started it, let me know what it is in the comments. You should already have your username, and I will make sure to give you a shout out in there. Okay, so yes, I can see break out the box. So break out the box. Do you want to come on live with me? Do you have a question do you want to talk to me about today? I can see you've just put something there. I really should have got some water today, guys. I was too excited. You know what? I made this whole backdrop just for you guys. You know, I upped the game. Even got my little swivel chair. It's good. So yes, let me know Edwina, if you want to ask me a question. I can see that you've asked a few questions here. Yes, you should definitely check him out. Yes, let us know what the name of your channel is. So let me know. Let me see how I can add you. Okay. So I've never added anyone before, okay? So this is gonna be interesting. This is all new, guys. You're gonna see me probably fail right now. Hopefully not. I'm not gonna fail. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. Okay, so let me put this here. Hey, Edwina! How you doing? She made it! Hey, we can't hear you. Okay. Hi. So hold on. I'm thinking it's probably because I got my mic on, so I'm gonna take it off so I can hear you. Hey. Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
I can't hear you. Try again. Hold on. I'm thinking it's probably because I got my mic on, so I'm gonna take it off so I can hear you. Hey. Let me see.
Hey.
Hello? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear her.
Can you hear me okay?
Okay, so let me tell you who Edwina is, so you know this. Edwina is, she is a member of the A-Team, which is my membership, my monthly membership, where I help people who are trying to bring themselves up on camera, become more confident and authentic. So she is an amazing member and student as well. She's been with me for a bit now, since last year, and she actually just kind of revamped her channel recently. She's gone from 17 subscribers to 70 subscribers in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So well done to you. So
thank you.
I still can't hear you, but let me just check. What have I done? Can you try now?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
So can you guys hear Edwina? Because I can't hear her for some reason.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm here.
This is a shame. This is annoying. Why does this happen to me? Oh my goodness. Okay, Edwina, I can't physically hear you, but I want you to let me know in the comment what is it that you would like to talk about. So or ask me in regards to how to find your authentic message.
Oh God. Okay. How do I?
So bear with us, guys. Mountain illustration, you want to jump into? Wait, give us a second. I'll definitely add you on. Give us a second.
Yes, they can hear us.
But I can't hear her, which is so frustrating.
Okay. Oh man.
Oh goodness. Okay, Edwina, can you tell us?
Please repeat the question again so I can answer.
Okay, I still can't hear you, but let me just try again. Hold on a second.
Oh man. The host muted.
Let's see. This is what I'm gonna do. Bear with me.
We can both be heard.
So Remini says you can both hear us. Thank you, Remini. I'm glad you can.
Okay, that's great.
This quickly.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Let's see, I might be able to hear you this way. I can see you said thank you so much for having me. Okay, go for it now. I am watching from my phone.
So my question is about authenticity. How can you basically thank you so much. I just want to say thank you so much for your help. And
yes, your question is about authenticity.
Great. So many people are scared to really show their true selves. And there's a fine line between being your true self and telling your private life. So what is the balance in that authenticity? Because I'm very much out there, but I'm also very private.
Yeah, that is very true.
But I want content to appeal to people. I don't want a Big Brother sort of thing where people see me from the time I wake up to the time what I'm eating, what I'm dressing. Some people love that, but so what's the go between in terms of being authentic and also having that balance of privacy in your authenticity? I see.
Okay, so your balance of authenticity is really starts with you. You have to. I what I share online is I control what I share.
That's correct.
I don't share everything, like my whole life, like from breakfast till whatever. I don't do that because it's your level of comfort and trust. The more you trust your audience, the more you'll be able to share certain things that are more unique and more authentic to you guys. So, for example, when I first started, I shared about how I lost my parents and everything that was happening to me, my career transition. I was very, very, very open and very direct because it was something that I was going through at the time. And what I found was that my audience, the people that were following me, really enjoyed my my vulnerability. But there was other places, there were other things that I wouldn't talk about.
Yes.
Because I wasn't ready to talk about them, and maybe I just didn't want to talk about them. I didn't feel the need. So you have to start to weigh in, how does this help my audience? How does this help my brand? Is it going to hinder it? Sometimes you may feel like it might hinder it, so you might not be ready to talk about it. So you got to find a balance in your comfort zone and is there a need to talk about it? So say, for example, when the whole Black Lives Matter thing happened last year, and all these different protests were going on online, I remember kind of thinking, so are we allowed to tell people that we're angry?
Yeah,
are we allowed to tell people that we're mad? I don't know if I can, because I'm always like the happy inspirational person. Like, can I tell people how pissed I am? Can I do that? Like, sorry, I just said that, but can I do that? And I realized that people look at me as a leader and as a coach, and it kind of is my duty. I felt like I needed to say something because it was really bugging me, but I needed to have that conversation with myself several times and see how it sounded and kind of prepare myself for what I needed to say. Especially in those kind of conversations, because when you're having those kind of conversation, it can be easy to go the other way and to do something that is completely like unlike what you really wanted to say. Like the effect that you wanted to have that was positive ends up turning to be more negative. So I prepared my notes. I put some notes down. I I put my notes because I didn't want to go overboard. I had notes because I wanted to make sure that I hit the right point and I was able to connect with people. So I made sure that the message was more about my audience than about me, because I truly believe that whenever I go through something that's really pretty traumatic or have an experience of something, I share because it's for my audience. So whatever I've been through or whatever I've experienced or whatever I've learned, I share it because I know it's going to be a benefit to them. So also it's a benefit to me because it helps me to be uh, direct, authentic, real, but it is a benefit to them because they get to see that I am also a human being. So I think you've got to start deciding, how is this message what I'm going to talk about? How can I connect it positively? I always say connect whatever you're going to say, connect it positively to your brand, to your message, and that will work. If you just start just ranting, sometimes ranting is okay. Ranting is needed, but you got to figure out like how is that going to affect how I'm speaking. I hope that makes sense, right?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. So there's a slight delay because I'm trying to listen to what you're saying.
Thank you. Well, that's it.
Okay.
That's all for me.
That's it. Awesome. 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 I got you now. I'm on track. I'm in 2021. Okay.
Thanks so much for
Well,
having me.
it's been amazing. And I really thank you for joining me. You guys, I'm gonna give Edwina a shout out, by the way. If you're not following Edwina Momo, she is Breakout the Box TV. You are welcome. She is Breakout the Box TV. Go and subscribe to her channel. She will give you mindset change, and she talks about love, life, money. She's the woman for you when it comes to wisdom on dating, wisdom on relationship. She's amazing. Go watch her. And she's another TED speaker. So go check her out. Go like and subscribe to her channel. And yes, let us know. So as I said to you before, I'm going to end the live stream here today. But what I want to say to you is, if you have a channel that you want me to give you a shout out for, let me know who you are, what is different about your channel, the purpose of your channel, why we should follow you, and I will leave it. I will give you a shout out in the next video. Okay. Right, fantastic. So we are going to end here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for
Thank
participating.
you.
If you are one of those people who need direction on overcoming speaking anxieties and bringing yourself to be more confetti on camera, I want you guys to connect with me in the comments. I'm going to leave a description. If you want me to speak with you, you want to speak with me more privately on a one-to-one, there, I'm going to leave a link below. You can get in touch with me. It's a free link. It's a free session. And I can kind of give you some direction of what you can do on how to either brand and market yourself on video, promote yourself, and also give you the confidence and show you how you can be more authentic. I can definitely do that. So my name is Massey. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. Thank you, Romani. Thank you, Romani. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, watching me on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for watching. I hope you've had a great time. Make sure you share this video with someone else. Like and subscribe on a YouTube if you haven't yet. And I will see you here next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Don't miss it. All right, my lovelies. I'll see you again very soon. Mwah. Bye. And now it can't end.